Need to drink more,
there. Yeah, hi everyone. I think we're live now. Yep, Leanne's just told me I need to drink more. She's quite right.
Take that which way you like, water or alcohol.
Yeah, it comes up that way. There's a response then, doesn't it, water or alcohol?
Yeah.
I think it does mean water because it was the alcohol last night. And not much, I might add, to any of you out there. I'm not a heavy drinker. I hardly drink at all. But I am feeling a little bit on the seedy. Not seedy, flat side.
Flat. You did say flat before, Roz.
Flat, yes. Yeah. I don't feel hungover or anything. It's just flat. So, and we've already got a question from Katie as far as anything from Spirit. We're not going to go straight into the readings, mainly because it's just not what I do. I like to actually just have a chat first and say, hi, Leanne.
Hi,
and how are you?
Yeah, I am good, thank you. And you?
I will just do names there and put that up there so it looks, does that look better? Oh, because I haven't got my live feed happening in a second screen. I don't have that option here. I'm just going to close the Facebook page actually so I get no other resources being taken. Now, a breath. Yeah, I'm fine, Leanne. I've had a busy time and not any of it's actually been to do with Christmas. So far, it's just been getting ready to go for the Christmas break, but not really anything so far for doing Christmas things. So how have you been going? Because I know you've been doing market, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy. We've been out at Labourthorpe Market since I think it's the 9th of December. So I'm out there until the 15th. So, sorry, the 23rd. We've gone past the 15th, haven't we? So we've got a few more nights out there, yeah. I'm losing track of my days, I tell you. So I'm just dragging over, setting up my second screen. I should have done that beforehand.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's so easy to do. I'll just pop up those who've already said hi. Oh, that's right. The Be Live has changed a little bit in the background. So there's Katie's, which we'll get back to.
Hi, Katie.
And hi, Katie, and hi, Amanda, and hi, Jenny.
Oh, hi, Amanda.
So
morning,
lovely
Jenny.
to see you here. Share around the link or whatever it is that you have to do to share if you feel there's others that might need to or want to actually be here on a live or watch the replay, whichever. So at your discretion. So now what was I going to, there was something I was going to say, and it's sort of gone phew, like that, as it does. Oh, what were we talking about earlier, Leanne?
Devices. Shiny stuff.
Devices, shiny objects. Shiny objects. Because this will be the last time that I'm going to be doing my live show from my old MacBook Pro laptop. I went and picked up what I had ordered, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'd ordered an iMac 5, whatever that is, a desktop version of the Macs anyway. So I'm going to have a desktop next time that I do our regular live, which will be the new year, whatever time, date. I think the first Tuesday in the new year is, and I don't have a calendar yet. If Tuesday's the 1st, it makes it the 8th would be the first one that I'll be doing again as this show. Okay?
Yep.
So that's the info for those. I'm hoping the Savo I'm going to have a play with setting up my iMac. If the box was easy enough to... Oh my gosh, showing off my horrible mess. I still haven't sorted stuff in the hallway. See that box that's there? Yeah, Peanuts is on the floor. See it there? No, you can't quite. I'm wobbling this round chronic. See that box there? The one that's looking pretty plain. That's the box that I'm going to have fun unpacking and setting up ready for the new year.
Oh,
so
lovely.
That's the Mac. And I did get an iPad Pro to sort of keep in with the Apple branding. It's all thanks to Mum and Dad, really, part of inheritance stuff. I was able to do a little bit of spending on shiny objects.
Shiny objects are good sometimes.
Yeah. And the last one is one of these. That's a camera. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's one that I can stick outside and leave it. It's battery operated, and I can have it pointing at my bird bath, so that I'm hoping that what I get is motion sensor activated videos and photos of the rosellas and the warbler bird and the little finches and everything going to my bird bath. That's what I bought it for.
Beautiful.
Purely for that. I just want to see if I can get decent stuff, decent video of mainly the rosellas, because they're just so beautiful, bright, colourful. They're wonderful birds.
Oh, so you need a birdhouse to go with it, Ros.
No. Do you know, I've had the experience of doing an aviary once, way back. I did breed budgies. I had the pied wings and all sorts. I had lots of different ones, and I can't remember the names even, the different varieties. It just got too much. Mice were attracted to the seed on the ground, and then snakes came in. The mice Now, when it got to that, I thought, no, I think I'll just leave them free.
Well, one of my fellow stallholders out at Lobethal, he actually makes his own bird houses to put up in trees to encourage the wildlife to sort of have a safe place to sleep. And his lovely wife paints them all, and oh my God, they are incredible.
Wow.
The work that goes into them. You have to watch my live from last week at the beginning. I have a quick scan across all the stalls before I did readings. So
I have a funny feeling I did see that one.
Yeah.
I only as a replay.
Yeah.
I think I did. Oh, that's the birdhouse you meant, the houses you meant. Yes.
Yeah, just want to put up in the tree or somewhere up high for them to have a bit of shelter sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't have a tree there yet. I've got a shrub right next to the bird bath that actually is bigger. Sharon Brammer would know. She remembers what it's called, the shrub diosma or something like that. Sounds familiar to me. Big bushy hair.
Diosma. Yep.
Yeah, and it's got little finches. I'm sure they're nesting in it. So
beautiful.
I see them going in and out a lot, and that's the other reason I just really want to have that motion sensor stuff. It might pick up cars going past too every time a car passes. I don't know.
You'll soon find out.
Yeah, it'll be a surprise when I get back from my couple of weeks up north. So, I've got some more comments here. I haven't been watching. That's naughty. Now we got to Jenny. So here's Bethany. Hi, Bethany.
Hey, Bethany.
And Candace.
Hi, Candace.
And Richard. I've got to scroll up.
Hi, Richard.
And here's, there's some questions there. Excuse me. For anyone who is actually asking questions, I see that that's a little bit more detailed, so that's good. Have a bit more of a direction in what you're asking. It helps us to sort of get a better message for you, I think, really.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does. And we get some more. Good morning, gorgeous.
And Eva.
Hope you're well, honey. I'll ring you later.
It's a great way to message. How do I get that off? It's supposed to come off. Oh, there you go. I clicked on Adair's afterwards. I thought I was turning off Yvonne's Adair. So it's still sitting there. So there you go. Yeah. So I just find it like thinking of the shiny objects and stuff like that, with it coming up to Christmas, I sort of think I don't do much gift shopping. My kids have been poorer for it, so they think, but really, if that's just what it was over those years, it was a bit ad hoc. It's just something that I've not really got into, and I don't know why. I know it goes back a fair ways to something in my childhood, which is fine. I mean, a lot of stuff does happen like that. And it's not, although I've got these nice shiny objects that I've got for myself, because I know that there's stuff I actually need to use to do what I want to further get ahead with some other stuff I want to do, live video streaming and things, right, as you know. But it's at times it's just, I suppose Christmas for me is just seeing so much that is an expansion of waste, because so many things get thrown out 6 months later because they've finished using them. It just seems to be a bit too, I don't know, we're too throwaway. And I think that's what goes through my mind every time I see it. And I'm thinking, and the marketing that goes with it and all the rest of the commercialism, all that stuff.
Yeah. That's it. It's hard,
But
isn't it? I've got to get into Christmas shopping.
So you haven't started yours?
I've started. I was very happy in the middle of November when I was in Renmark, and I bought my first 2 Christmas presents for the year. And I was all revved up, ready to go, and then I just lost the mojo. But then I've been focusing on Labour-Thor, and now it's like, oh my God, it's next Tuesday. It's a week today. And I need to make time to go shopping. So I'm going out for lunch with a beautiful client and her mum, a lovely couple that are here mum's over from the UK. So I'm going to have lunch with them, and I think on Friday I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping. I want to try and get a little bit more done before then. So my time off isn't actually working as time off to be able to go and do it lately. And then it's a race to get out to Labour-Thor at 5:30 every night. So, we'll get there. But my kids are getting older now, so they just want cash. What do you want for Christmas? Cash. And I'm like, I don't want to give you just cash.
It seems weird. Yeah, seems weird. But honestly, as a practicality, it can be a better way of, well, at least they're buying something that's contributing to something they really want and what they need in that line of thinking. I thought, they're not opening anything. Do they have to? It's this gift. It's that exchange of being able to contribute to something that's their choice.
That's it.
Yeah. Way it's something they want because they're choosing it instead of I can't think what the heck I'm supposed to get for this grandchild, that grandchild, blah blah, because I'm at the grandchild level. And they're not old enough. Well, it's only 1, 2, 3. 2 of them would be of the age that they'd probably remember. Yeah, Nana does or doesn't buy presents. It's just, I don't think it's just that I don't know what to choose for them. I don't know that age. There's so much difference in when I was that age to what they are now, and the things that are around. Amazing. So many shiny objects.
Oh, I reckon. See, my kids are going away from the shiny objects now, but my youngest, all she wants is cash and ghost tour vouchers, sort of things. So I'm quite happy to encourage the ghost tours.
And
enjoy them.
What have you got planned coming up next? Have you been able to book into any coming up?
We did.
Or were they all full? I mean, we had a look, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a look. I did the Glen Bar on Friday night with Tara at Strath. So I rang Alison up and she said, it is full, but I'll see if I can get another 2 in. So she spoke to the tour guides, and Craig's my favourite tour guide at the moment. So he let us in. So we're looking at doing, Ros, so keep this in mind. I need to have a chat with you about it later. In January, do the Z Ward. But they did release, and I'm sure it's okay to say this because he did tell the group on Friday night that as of January there will be new dates coming for the Royal Adelaide, because the Royal Adelaide got shut down because they were starting to knock the building down that we were doing it in. So now apparently they have access to other wards as well as the nurses' quarters, which should be quite interesting as well. So but it's only for a time period of, I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Craig said only 3 months. So those dates will be released in January sometime. So I would love to go back to the Royal Adelaide. So that'll be good. But definitely Z Ward in January.
That's cool.
Just need to work out what date suits everyone. Yeah.
I'll make the time if we can book in. Yeah, and that's just a response from Jenny. When giving the cash, they buy and appreciate them more, which is so true.
That's so true. Yeah. And then they can think about what they want to spend it on. I like your thinking, Jenny.
Okay. I like this one. The questions are coming now, so I'll just pop this one up just to say hi to Robin. So hi, Robin, and it is a question, but she's got straight afterwards. I'll delete it after as embarrassing. So that is quite fine. And Lynette there. Hi, Lynette. I'm going to actually start going back to what was in the front of the list. Questions? Yeah, with the questions. Because we probably do need to start answering some of them. There's not a huge number on this morning, which I don't have a problem with numbers. Numbers is just what there is, will be. And we'll work through what we've got. And if there's a run out, doesn't matter. We'll chat about something else afterwards, or we'll finish early, or whatever. Don't you think?
Always find something about.
Yeah. Now, the shiny object for now is looking into a camera. And I got just to chat with you guys and answer some questions. Like the first one is, this is why it's a general one, and it was Katie, the first in the line. So what are you getting, Leanne? Can you read that now, since you had some drink to your mouth?
Okay. Katie, straight away reading your question, honey, I was very drawn to the throat chakra and being blocked at the moment. So I do feel there is the need to be able to communicate, or you're not feeling heard. So you need to be able to voice your opinions at the moment. Okay, I do get there is a lot of spirit around you. And I also feel there's a little bit of emotion that comes with that as well for yourself, honey. So I want to say, look at the emotion that you're holding on to at the moment and release it. You may not know why you're feeling emotional, but there is that energy there at the moment as well. So I want to say, just let it go. I also get the reference to there's a lot of pride and a lot of love that comes through. I mainly have a female figure that is coming in very strongly around you. I feel like I've got a bit of a mothering energy there as well. So it's either your mum or your grandmother. If it's grandmother that's stepping in, she's very similar to your mum. Okay, that's pretty card, Roz.
That's the solar plexus chakra. So as you said, throat, that's the one I think that does actually match in with the throat, doesn't it? As the corresponding high to low.
Throat chakra, that's down lower.
Yeah, so solar plexus is, the throat chakra is next above the heart. Solar plexus is the one below.
Under. Yeah.
So as far as moving from the centre, it correlates, like they link together. I mean, they all do anyway.
Oh, they all do, yeah.
And now, had you finished sharing what you had for?
Yeah, you go for it,
Katie. And just for harmony in the Rider-Waite or other of the tarot is actually the Lover card. So it is more to do with relationships, as far as you can see with the picture itself, is lent towards that part of what a life, what's happening in your life is around the relationships. So just concentrating on that. I'll do the solo so you can see it a bit better, hopefully. I've still got to get used to this. I haven't been able to source an arm that holds my camera yet so that I can have it flat on the table without glare. So focus on what area in that card that you're actually attracted to.
I'm drawn to the looking in the eyes.
Well, yes, that's exactly what my eye went to, and that arch, like wherever they are, there's just that connection that brings together the two. So I think it bodes well for relationships, and with the solar plexus being more that gut feeling area in life too. So just follow your heart and what your gut feeling's telling you. Intuition.
Yeah. Also with that, Roz, I just want to add, honey, as much as that is drawn around relationship, I don't think it's just for relationship as well, honey. I want to say the relationship for you as well, the love for yourself. So whether you're feeling a little bit deflated lately, a little bit, that strength, that love for yourself is sort of dulled out is probably the word I'm looking for. So look at the relationship that you're in, the love there, the strength, but the love for yourself at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, it's not just relative to romantic relationships. It's any relationship, really. It can be handled similarly.
Yeah, you can have your
looking after yourself first.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the next one. Is Amanda. If you do any questions, can you please tell me if my mum and dad are together, and are there any signs I need to look for to know they're with me? Thanks.
Beautiful. Yes, honey, I do feel mum and dad are very much together, and they're very much at peace together with that side of it. I get beautiful, loving, warm smiles and energy with that side of it. For some reason, I'm hearing the hummings. I don't know if mum hummed or dad hummed, but I just get the humming sort of sound with that. So I'm very much drawn around music. So whether there's a song that comes up at times or reminds you of them, I want to say look at the music with that. Just feel the energy around you, honey. They're very much around you. So if we can all do it. We can clear that monkey mind, that noise in our head, and just breathe, ground yourself, and meditate, so to speak, or a form of meditation, and just allow yourselves to feel their love around you, the warmth. Okay, because they're very much there.
Yeah, I'd sense that. Yes, they're definitely there. What I'm actually receiving, I don't need to draw a card. It's just not gelling for that. It's I've got you on silo still. It's more. I'm seeing a picture in my mind of a garden that's got a stone wall. So whether that's somewhere that they spent a lot of time together, and they're showing me that picture. But it's a very, almost like a secret garden type of a vision of this stone wall, beautiful plants, and a togetherness. It's a deep peace. So that's what I'm getting. So, okay. And that's Yvonne was just running, having watched the replay, so she wouldn't be here at the moment. I just dropped in to say hello at the time, which is good.
I was only thinking of Yvonne this morning. I thought I must ring her. She rings me all the time. I haven't had a chance to ring her.
Yeah. And don't forget people to share out too, as far as the show too. There's 3 different places that I'd actually shared it to, I think. My usual, which is just my work pages and Be Live.
And if people are on my page, just click on the link above on the post, and that will bring you to My Time TV, which will allow you to comment, because if we are on my page commenting people, we're not going to be able to see it from there.
Yeah, it doesn't come into what I can see and put up on the screen. Exactly. Yeah. So you go first.
Okay. I do feel they'll settle, honey. Your body's reacting to the energy, the stress that you've been holding on to lately. So I do feel that it will get better. See it getting better. Try to focus on the positives, hon, because when we do that, we're bringing that energy into it. Okay, but I'm a big believer in what we hold into English would help, in our aura field will manifest into the physical. Okay, so if we're holding on to stress and issues in our energy field, eventually they do become the physical. So allow yourself to let go. Okay, what's the bowel about? I guess that's letting go too, isn't it?
It is. It's the elimination process. If it's more there, what I'm actually feeling too is the top part of that process, which is, it is, what are you actually eating? Have you kept a very good eye on what you're actually putting into the body, as that physical sense as well, still feeding, because it's more the solar plexus chakra being affected as well, which is gut, your gut reaction, intuition, and all of that, what we hold in tension, as Leanne said, and that's what keeps the stirring happening as it goes through the bowel and the elimination. It's not there's something not being let go that's holding in that space that's upsetting the physiology, as well as, your energy flow, the energy flow as well. I'm feeling probably a bit more meditation on it, and at the time that you meditate, actually to sense and follow through. If you know your physiology, you eat and it goes through the stomach and down through the bowels. Just follow through in a energetic way that food, and having it processed fully and completely and down and out through the bowels, and then eliminating as it should in that nice, clear, clean flow, so that you're getting the right nutrition from the food that you need, and the rest is all emptied. So, and the lymph drainage system, drinking enough water.
Is that drinking again, Roz?
Yeah. It's absolutely necessary, the water.
I'm being good today. I have my glass of water.
I've got my coffee by my side, but that has water in it.
It does, doesn't it?
I have got a bottle of water out in the kitchen. So that is so true.
And the mind is a very strong thing. It's amazing what we can do with our health, with our mind, sort of thing. So it's changing our thought processes, moving that negative energy at the same time. Sorry, my voice is really husky today.
Well, it started off with that throat chakra, didn't it?
It did. It's not letting go. I think my voice has just gone, this year you have talked so much. I need a rest.
Yeah. And well, that's what our body actually tells us. I mean, it's what pain is for. A pain is an indicator that something's not quite right. So look into it and suss it out and, do what's needed. And I think
over Christmas.
Learn Auslan or whatever that deaf signing is. I've had intentions of doing that, just for not so much an interest, but because there is a need for more people to actually be able to communicate in different ways. So why not include those who are deaf into what we can give as service? So far I haven't been able to do it. It is time, and I suppose because the need isn't as immediate, because I don't have a family member or someone I can practice with immediately, in that moment. It hasn't happened yet, but it's an intention. I do like the idea of being able to offer more to people, but we do still have to have our time available, and other shiny objects have stood in the way. Actually, it's not the shiny objects. Part of it is, but a lot of it is. Well, it's things to do and interests that take you down different rabbit holes, because my time is spent a lot in front of a screen. And it's not TV screen, it is computer screen. It's an interest in doing the live, taking part in the chat stream. I like typing and all of that's involved in being in touch with people. So it's just, that's just me. So a lot of time spent there. And, a lot of it's communication with other people. And I'm seeing here this question, hi ladies, do you see my family being reunited, please? It's interaction with people, and whether it's family, whether it's your, friends or your community in groups, it all involves a way of, we've got to learn to communicate in so many different ways and purposes. So
we do, with that, Lynette, I get yes, but it's got to be, you got to have the patience. I just get be patient. I'm actually sitting here scribbling while reading your comment, thinking that it's coming, but it's just about the patience with it side of it. So ask your guides to step in and see your family being reunited, put them back together in that sense. Give them permission, as in your guides, to do that. Okay, you set that intention, it will happen.
And that's the card I pulled, is triumph and success. What I saw in my mind's eye, because that's how I get some of the pictures, a tree, whether you're doing your family tree or something like that, but that's what showed up for me. And then pulled this card out straight afterwards. So sorry for the flare, but it's what my eyes picking is the contrast on each side of that sword and the single hand holding it up. It's the light and the dark, and the sword piercing it almost, but not. It's not something that's there as a permanence because it's a hand holding it. It can be let go and have all those colours and the the light, dark, and everything being intermingled. And that's where the picture of the tree comes up, because you've got so many, the main trunk and the branches everywhere. It's the interaction, it's the connectedness through that trunk and everything going out. So if that's meaning something for you, well, I'm hopeful it means something for you. So thanks for your question. Yeah. And Candace has popped one in of her grandmother. We were there. Yes, she knows.
She does, darling. Yeah, she really does. So I don't know if she would call you darling. It's not something I normally call people, but I just got yes, darling. Okay, honey. So I want to say feel her love around you, because she's very much there around you. Okay. I do feel that she went in her own way. So she was very much aware that you were there. Okay. She's got a beautiful smile. I love her energy.
I'm feeling a nice soft energy around, actually, as you're talking about her.
Yeah, very warm and gentle. Lovely lady.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to put back on the shared screen. Oh, this does take some practice, doesn't it? I'm planning on more and more at some point.
You're getting there. You're doing well.
Yeah. And Leanne is wondering if there's anything that we're getting for her. Oh, we'll actually do the cards for this one. I've only got the one deck out myself today. That's all that Spirit were guiding me towards was the psychic deck. So just quickly shuffle that for you, Leanne. And that's the third shuffle. So what I've got on top. And I'll solo that. Get that glare off. Spiritual union.
Okay, perfect.
So my eye's just drawn. It's the connection. It is the third eye, the brow, and whatever it is that's above it. It's that, I mean, from what I'm seeing right now, it's more like expanding a balloon, growing a seed, so that there's either someone you're currently with right now who is going to be growing into that spiritual connection, or someone you're going to meet soon. It's you'll know who, and it's that knowing and the growing. I'm seeing it's like the balloon that expands and expands and expands but never breaks, type of thing. So whatever you're putting into it is how it will grow and share. So that's what I'm getting for you there, Leanne.
Yeah. I'm picking up on a little bit of a different energy, honey, in the sense that tiredness, whether you're feeling very tired and exhausted at the moment. Just while Roz was doing the card, I was being very much drawn to the need to close my eyes and just lay down and rest. So I want to say listen to your body at the moment, because I do feel there is a bit of fatigue there, but it's a feeling that you can get back on top of this. So I want to say take some time for you and rest, if that makes sense. All right. Just feeling a bit worn out and flat at the moment. It'll get better. Okay.
I'll go to that view. Have you still got your streaming on? How much does that show underneath there on the bigger screen? So it's not blocking anything much doing that look.
I
just wanted to check to those that are watching. Oh, right.
Yeah. There's still a bit of a
few
delay.
seconds.
Okay. Yeah, you've just come on. The comment. The comment comes down below our picture, so that's fine.
So it is setting right of what I'm seeing. Yeah, I was just checking it because there has been a few changes. Well, probably not straight away. I haven't used this aspect much at all before. So daughter died in July. She with Nana and Papa.
Yeah, darling, my heart goes out to you. I do get that raw emotion still very much around there, but I do very much sense that they are looking after her. All right, I get the pink blanket with that. So, okay. Trust your instincts. I don't know what the dreams are that you're having lately, but I get look at the dreams. All right, so whether they're telling you that she's with them, or your daughter is letting you know that they are together.
Yeah, okay. I'm feeling you actually are. You are received. That there's messages being sent to you, just being open and aware for them.
Yeah,
dreams are a great way of receiving them, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, I feel like they're preparing you for another pregnancy, honey. So whether you're planning on having another pregnancy, like having another child soon, or looking at getting pregnant, I feel like they are preparing you for another baby, honey. And this will be okay. Everything will be fine, is the reference I get. Happy, healthy baby. Okay?
Yeah. So thanks for your question there, Bethany. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa. Can you tell me, will I get engaged over Christmas? Yes to justice being served.
Yeah, well, I was getting a yes to one of them, but I wasn't sure which. Yeah. Now I'm getting cards going everywhere.
I want to say, don't get your hopes up for Christmas, honey. I do feel it's close, but I'm not sure that Christmas is the answer there. All right, but yes, definitely on justice being served. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. The two cards that threw themselves out, basically. I'll drop the question, so there's just that bit more room. I think that was the first one that was on it, was 18 in the Shadow.
It's got the ring in the background too, around the sword.
Yeah.
The pole.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think, yes, definitely. When you said justice will be served, I thought, well, that's actually confirming, I think, for that it is definitely that it will be served. And this, it was what throughout Spiritual Union, that leaf, that is actually a leaf, the thingy up the top. I had a closer look because you were talking still, so I was able to do that. Yeah. I'm feeling it's there. As far as engagement, is that really something you need to formalise what you're feeling instantly? Have the patience for things to grow. I think that leaf is a bit significant to me in what I'm reading out of it. So, but it's not what I'm feeling out of it, it's what you're feeling out of it when you see cards and things, the symbolism for you. So
I think your partner would prefer to have a special date of your own rather than making it about Christmas in that sense. Yeah, something that you can celebrate separately is my feeling.
And I'm not sure if, like Alice, hi Alice, and Amanda says thank you.
Hey Amanda.
Vanessa is here asking if she could have a card as well. So I don't think we've done one for Vanessa yet, have we? That was that one, was it? Oh, yeah. I'm real observant, aren't I? We just did it. Duh. Now I'll take that one off. Oh, goodness. Now, one of the things we need to probably explain with that connect, someone's written connect in the comments, is that for, look, Leanne's just dropped down in the lobby for some reason. I know there's a time delay here. I'll wait. I won't wait. I'll try to explain what this does. Now, I'm just going to pop her back up the broadcast and hopefully we get back to normal here. Are you right there?
Hello, what happened then? Did you lose me?
I did. Yeah, it just dropped out.
It just dropped out. Yeah, my whole screen just went blank.
Yeah, you just went straight back into the lobby. You didn't go off the broadcast, but you were dropped back in the lobby. And I did nothing. Hands up. I was shuffling cards.
It was just weird because my whole computer screen just went blank and it came back on and it showed me on the screen but not you, but I had the word connect, so I don't know what happened there. That was very weird.
The word, I've put that up because I would say I don't have the double screen happening. Someone has obviously written that in. You know how the chat bots or you type in the word that triggers a chat bot. That's obviously connected into one of the broadcasts somewhere, but it's not actually on. Yeah, it's not on mine. So typing connect in this show, the Tuesday's connection, Tuesday Intuitive Chats, doesn't actually have a chatbot working on it yet.
And connect
it will, but it hasn't yet. And I'll let you know then what word to type. It won't be connect.
Connect is one that I actually have on my page, Roz. Yeah. But the way it's got the fingers there, I think Leanne is hoping that we will connect with somebody for her, which I think we did Leanne, just before, because it's got the fingers crossed. That's the way I'm reading it.
Oh, has it? See, on the back end of this, all I have, now I've lost it. Where is it? It's still showing on the screen. On the back end of this one, what you're seeing in that box, like it's just showing up on the screen as a box next to the connect, that's all I've got here. I don't have a crossed finger, the crossed fingers icon or anything.
That's what I've got on my end is the cross fingers. So I think, and I'm pretty sure we read for Leanne. I think I picked up on
So
her
that's
time.
the difference. Yeah, I'm just scrolling back and said, we have. Everyone's going to be getting used to how I get confused once we get more than one of the same person. That's just going to be it.
And there is a little bit of a delay in this as well. So it's not as much as we're live. I think there's about probably a 5-second delay looking at the side
I
screen
think
sort of thing.
It can be 7 to 12 seconds. I'm pretty sure it might be about the 7
is more like
10. It depends. And that's internet. I mean, there's that delay factor. It's the old broadcasting thing. It's what time it takes to get from here to there to, and get shoved around to wherever it goes, all that stuff. So we haven't done one for Paulie yet, have we?
No, we haven't. But I get, yes, honey, the interstate, you'll move closer to your son is the reference I get there.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes, but that's all I'm getting. So
yeah.
Hopefully that answers your question nice and short. And this one is almost a yes, no. Well, I win custody case in February, but obviously the situation itself is deeper than just a yes, no.
Yeah, I do feel there's an element there that you win, hun. So, but I think there's a little bit of compromising to go on as well.
Yeah, I was just getting the word conditions. So I think it seems to me it was but and that's just what it seems to me. There might be a bit more negotiating, but I feel the same as you. It is a yeah. So in February, I'm getting the February. So
yeah, I think February will give them a clear picture of how it will be.
Yeah.
I wish you luck with that.
Oh, yeah. I'll just instead of skipping straight,
yes, she'll be okay.
Skipping straight past and saying hi to Kylie too. I don't think we've seen that before, but
hi,
yes.
Kylie. No.
That's interesting. Hit her head. Will she be okay? I haven't seen a question of that sort of an immediate instance. A yes, no to hit her head.
Just keep an eye on
my clock says 11:11 up there. Computer says 11:12. Missed the moment. So, yeah, she'll be okay. And Gloria, you would like a card. Now, I've already shuffled these, and this is the one that was sitting right on top. So mine's ready to go. Have you got decks out or not?
Yeah, I have, but I haven't had the need to touch it until now.
So we'll each do one. I'm trying to get the flare. That looks about right. Foundation and achievements. So if you look closely, you might have to go back to the replay and freeze. Oh, not freeze it. Pause your screen. I can't seem to get it right in. And find where your focus is. I'm trying to find which way I'm supposed to go too. It feels like whatever you've been working on is going to be coming together. It does. I'm trying to think. Who is it that we're reading for? It's Gloria, isn't it? That one? Yeah. I'm feeling like you're actually going into doing your own work under your own steam. I wouldn't say I'm not feeling like it's a full-on business though, but whatever you're actually moving into is going to be great for future building, for whatever you want to grow into, and it's bringing it all together. My focus myself seems to be on the window near the family group, as in a focal point that it's involving others around you, that you're all focused on growing. I'm just feeling a growing on getting things moving into a focus, into the direction that you want it to be, and more for your future. So it's working on that and knowing, yes, you're in the right direction. That's what I'm getting.
I've pulled a card as well. My card is the Power card. So that the Power card is about new beginnings, standing in your own power. So exciting. I can't read that back to front. And I haven't even got my light on today. That's a bit slack. Exciting new ventures and opportunities beckoning you. Take action. The power is in your hands. Remember, the power is power of love, not the love of power. Okay? So that card, the Power, honey. So that comes in coincide with what Roz was saying in that way. All right? Beautiful.
I'm feeling that connection of being, assert yourself in what you want to do and keeping that focus to where you want it to go, and so that it's not just you with the power thing, like saying it's not about the power, it is sharing that to bring a power to what you're doing.
And with that, I get excitements building. So, yeah, exactly. Wonderful.
Oh, poor Vanessa, she's got it. Something keeps freezing. Is that our end or your end? It's not my end. So
I think it might be Vanessa's end. Maybe the internet's having issues at some. Yeah.
Well,
I did wonder if somebody could. Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Wonderful Merry Christmas. Thank you, Paula.
Yeah. It's exciting this time of year, but it's come around so quickly. I swear next year I'm going to be more organised.
Absolutely.
I think I say that every year.
I know for myself that I do, and it does come around so quickly. It seems like it was only just, Melbourne Cup Day last year, because that for me is all the hype about it's only a horse race. It's only a horse. You know, to me, there's just so much. But you look at any industry, any interest that somebody has a passion for, and it's like sacrilege to say it's only, you know. We all have our own interests and passions, and we do need to be following that and honouring others who have their own.
Exactly. Rather than judging, you know.
Yeah, just enjoy each other's energy around it, I think. As bringing this one up could sure use some positive energy. So, hi, Lois.
What's your way, honey? Just change your thought process. Try, when the negative comes in, acknowledge it and let it go, and then change that thought process to a positive one. Because the more we bring the positive thoughts in, the more it becomes habit. You will find that you are manifesting the positive rather than focusing on the negative. All right.
Yeah. One of the other things too that I would suggest, when we're looking at what our part of our life is, we're actually looking at worldview and everything from just our own perspective and our own situation and what we can see in front of our eyes. It's like we're blinkered, or that we have a little hat on in a dark cave, for instance, with just the one light. We can only see as much of what that focus, what's being shown to us, because that's all our vision is. And it does it does need and it can only take just the simple step of taking a step to the side, to the back, wherever, just taking a different view, and that'll give us a different, angle or perspective, and it's actually the decision of our intention that instead of feeling like we're in a negative energy space, one of the best things that I've found over life, really, and it has taken some practice sometimes, it's okay to feel down in the dumps and actually splurge in it and feel down in the dumps for the day. But remember to pick yourself out of it and just to smile, because you can't be sad when you're smiling. Even if you're forcing the smile on the inner you as well as the outer you, it is very hard to. Yeah, it is like laughing, and it's changing that, making that one little move sometimes can just breath out and okay, I feel better. And it's not a thing then of a negative or positive feeling energy. It's just being. And I think the practice of just being in whatever situation, in whatever energy you're feeling, and honouring it.
Yeah. And can I just add to that, Roz, at the moment, and I actually put a post on my page a little bit to do with this. I think it was yesterday morning. I had a quick little rant on this sort of thing about it. The universe is bringing up a lot of energy at the moment, and it is really stirring a lot of us up on a soul level. So we are now starting to see, in my beliefs, I feel that we are starting to see people for their true light at the moment. Okay, so I want to say, look at those people around you. Look at the way those in those negative mindsets, the egos that are coming out, whether it's a good ego or a negative ego, we have both. Okay, so some of those negative egos are really coming out and they're really shining through at the moment. But it's important, and they're pushing their stuff onto others. So if you're feeling that you're getting downloaded with a lot of other people's negative things, protect your energy. See yourself in that bubble so you're not taking it on. They need to move that energy. So hopefully with them acknowledging that stuff that is going on, they're releasing it to the universe. But they don't need to push it onto you, so to speak. So that's where if we're protecting our energy, we're letting go of it. We're not taking it on board, all right? I'm finding that a lot this last couple of weeks. There is so much negativity coming out, and it seems to be getting pushed on to others, and it might become the second or the third hand or whatever, but we just need to acknowledge it and let it go, all right? I know I did it to my gorgeous friend on the weekend. I just went, bleh. I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that, I'm sick of that. And then I just went, thank you for listening. I feel better now.
And
I was carrying so much energy of others.
Yep. And that's all it needs sometimes.
That's it.
Having the listening ear that can be dumped on, and that's what friendship can be. It's just one of those things that each other can accept of the other. You know what I mean? Have that interaction that is an ability to dump without judgment and without even advice, not expecting it, not giving it, and just saying, look, I just need you to listen. This is my dump, and let it go. And even if we're in a situation that's a bit more public and not quite the friendship stuff, you can just decide for yourself on that inner intention. I'm not accepting this at my personal level. I'm just witnessing it. And that's all it's going to be.
That's it. Because can you imagine, like, Ros, you're probably finding this already since you started putting yourself out there as a reader and stuff as well. We get and hear so much stuff, and some of that stuff is really, really heavy, okay?
Yes.
That is their situation. I don't judge people for that. I don't have an opinion about it. Every person is different, and we do what is right for us in that moment, okay? So if I was, Ros, myself, other readers were to hold on to that, it would break us, sort of thing. It would really, bring us down in our personal lives as well as our professional lives. So for us, it is a skill that we need to learn as readers. And if any of my students are watching this, this is something I remind them quite often of as well. We need to find a way to let go. I do work with missing people and cold cases for families. Some of that stuff that I see as I feel it in my physical body with murders and different stuff, if I was to hold on to that, I'd be a basket case. It would break me, but I have to detach myself from it. But at the same time, at the moment, the universal energy is pushing so much on our personal levels, and then we're carrying that we're working in that from others. For me this weekend and with my family stuff going on and everything else, it was just like, oh, my God, it's too much. I just had to go blip for probably 15 minutes and it was gone. But,
it's like a cleansing, isn't it?
It is. And we all do it. You don't have to be a medium or a psychic or a healer or anything like that to carry energy of others. We all do it. We just need to be aware that we're doing it and let it go.
Yeah. And that's where, as you're explaining, I mean, because you definitely are empath, it's not the same way that I receive the messages, thank goodness. I don't know if I can cope with that. There's only the odd occasion where it might happen. I mean, it's mainly the pictures and the mind stuff that I receive, and if I tried to hold on to that, I'd be a nutcase. So it's just a way of releasing that I've found, the sound and various methods. I noticed the next comment that's in line is from Jackie Davis around smudge sticks. They're awesome to use for cleansing. Oops, I'll drop that up there so we can see it. And she'd used one and got rid of the brain fog that she'd had for 30 days. Well, it's a tool I can use. I keep forgetting to smudge, but it's incense or anything else like that. I use essential oils more than a smudge stick, but it's choosing a way with intention to clear that, I was going to say stuff.
It is.
Just to clear it. So, and we can all access something that's going to suit us to do that. So,
and actually what I might do, and I've been drawn to do this for a little while, all my stock at the moment, or pretty much my stock, I do have a little bit of sage here in the office, but I am actually going to do a video and explain to people how to smudge their house and stuff. It's
Great
like
idea.
I have one product in stock and then the other one's out because there's 3 or 4 different products we can use. I have my sage sprays, my sage house kits with the feather wands, the sage itself, sort of thing. So I will do it might only be a 15-minute video, but I will
you can
get
share
that
that one on my pages too. So
I will. Thanks, hon.
Just so there's someone, they'll know a direction of where they can purchase them, because I don't hold stock except for past books stock I've got. Only sometime. Oops, comment there. Lost my friend on Friday. Can you please give me a reading from Spirit?
Okay, my heart goes out to her. Now, honey, I don't feel that your friend is ready to connect, okay? So your friend is very much going through a healing process. So when the time is right, you will hear. But I want to say your friend is just, I don't even want to say him or her at the moment, sort of thing. So I do feel there is a healing process that is going on there, okay? Spirit can take a little time depending on their passing, what they were like in life, their strengths. But I do feel that, sometimes when it's tragic, they can take a little bit of time if they've taken their own life, which I'm not saying your friend did, but if they do, sometimes they go into a bit of a holding pattern where they will take longer than normal to heal. So just trust that your friend is there.
Yeah. I did have a card that was there for you, and without saying, it was just that the timing was a sacrifice for them. And I'm just getting willingly. So feel that it was right for them. Okay.
We're ready to go.
And the next one. Whoops. Have we answered this one? Yes.
No, we haven't, but we have done Jackie, I think. But I got yes. I got a very big yes.
I thought, because I'm we're nearly at the end, and I'm still only at the 11 o'clock time mark with these comments. So I'm half an hour behind. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
I mean, what we get through in this show is what we get through. And I enjoy the time. I know Leanne enjoys the time, and I'm pretty sure most of those who watch and share with us enjoy the time. So I'm just pleased we've got this technology. We can do it like we do.
Yeah, it's incredible what we've been introduced to this year.
Yes.
I think I'd like to answer this one coming from experience with this, Kylie. I have been in a franchise business. We were in it for 10 years. I highly recommend business. As you know, we've had a couple. I've got mine now, and then the franchise that we had. I think my head goes to my own situation, and I want to say, honey, do your research. Don't rush in. Do your research. Do the ask all the questions. Dot all the I's. Cross all the T's. Franchises can be good, but you want one that is going to support you in the right way. So sometimes with franchises, we can be pushed aside. Their fees can be too high. It's about the money. So look at your royalties. Look at your advertising fees. There's so many different levels in that. So I want to say, do your research, and if it feels right at the end, then yes. Okay. Have a look at other franchises and look at what their royalties are and their advertising fees and stuff like that, to base it on around there. But I've heard of and know of franchises that don't support their franchisees in the way they should. So I want to say, if it feels good after you've looked into all that and look at multiples, then I want to say yes, go for it.
Yeah, I was starting to shuffle the cards, and what I got, my question would be, why are you wanting to go into the business and do, franchise seems easy on first glance because they are going to try and sell something to you as part of growing their business. Are you moving into looking at this avenue because of discontent and boredom? Look at the reason why you're going into it and really know that why as you're doing your homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, for us,
in
franchise,
business,
we hadn't had a business before. So franchise, we thought was good to have that family behind you, so to speak, the franchise family. But it doesn't always work that way. Speak to other franchisees in that area, in that franchise.
Yeah.
Get their opinion.
And I don't think we've had one from Stephanie yet, have we? And selling a home, need to know my sister and I will be okay. Yeah, I'm just straight away, what's your gut feeling reaction about that one? As I'm shuffling the cards, I'm sort of thinking, do you think you'll be okay? Decide to be okay? You will be okay. I mean, that's what I'm getting. It's the trusty gut instinct. Trust yourself. Selling your home, I'm getting a yes.
I get yes. And I think it's just the fear of letting go of the past, honey, that is making you question yourself. So deep down, I feel that you know you're going to be okay, but it's just the fear of new beginnings and not knowing the direction you're heading in. Okay, so I do feel that it'll be okay. Mum will keep an eye on you. Mum was always, I want to say, more like the matriarch. She looked after the family. So I do feel that she's still doing that now. All right, she'll guide you. Just listen, see the signs.
Yeah. And we'll make this one the last one because we are on our 11:30 or 11:31 on my computer. Will I get a full-time job? Leanne, I'm still sussing out.
Yeah, I do feel you will, honey, but you need to get out of your own head at the moment. So when I say do the work on you, start setting your intentions for what you want. Now, this can go for everybody. Hey, we're at a perfect time of the year where we've got the new energy moving in of the new years. So start having that clear picture of what it is that you want. Stand strong in that power, in that moment, and own it. Okay, when we start doing that, that's when we're going to start manifesting what it is that we want. So yes, honey, determination, stick to it. Acknowledge the negative, the struggle, and release it. Okay.
Yeah. And that's the card that jumped out. It's conflict and defeat. If you think you're not going to be successful and you've already decided, no, I'm not going to, that's what will happen. So I think it's actually an indication, look, maybe the next one isn't going to be the full-time job, but it's not far off. I'm feeling, have that mindset, as Leanne said. Change that mindset. Success will be there.
That's it. And I think there are so many people out there at the moment in the world that are struggling. And I think part of this is the universal stuff, bringing up old patterns, old ways, stuff that is really deep on a soul level that we've probably scratched the surface in the past and thought we have dealt with. But it has really stayed there on that soul level. So if we're not acknowledging that and letting go of it now, you're going to take that into next year. You're not going to move forward. You're going to stay in these habits, these holding patterns. If you choose to let go of it, let go of the old structure and go with the flow, you're going to flourish next year. You're going to have opportunities put in front of you. You're going to shine. So if you choose to be stuck in that negativity, stay there. That's your choice. If you want to heal and move forward, you have the power to do it. You just need to decide to take that one step in front and move forward. No matter how big the step is, as long as you're moving forward, you're heading in the right direction. Only we can heal ourselves. Okay.
And
I feel very passionate about that lately.
And it definitely is our choice in whatever direction we're going to go, whether we stay static or whether we're moving forward, or sometimes it feels like we're even going in reverse. In the astrology, you have some of the planets going in retrograde, which is technically they seem like they're going backwards when actually they don't, but that's what it seems like. So it's just a choice to keep on the focus of being in what you want to have for you and having that focus. It's not in the selfish way. It is just being, because each person's unique. And we all fit into the jigsaw puzzle of what life is global, honestly. The whole energy of who we are is interconnected, absolutely. So, and we felt all of the emotions ever, anytime through lives and etc. But right now, if we sort of think of all of that in its capacity, we'd be totally lost in it. So we're here as human beings, a soul in this body, to experience who we are now as an individual and being the best we can. So it is our choice have the mindset to be the best. And we can't always do positive because we need a balance. If you don't have if you don't have the light and the shadow, if you don't have the salt and the pepper and all of that, you're not going to know what needs improving or learning. Or how do you know when you're really super happy if you don't have the super sad too? You know?
That's it. But look at the lessons in the positives and the negatives, because there's lessons in everything. And there were some really key words there that Roz said that really resonated with me with what the messages I'm trying to push lately is be yourself, be true to yourself. You don't need to be something that other people need you to be. If you're going to get stuck in that energy, you're not going anywhere. But when we start putting ourselves first, and you know, I keep saying to people, it's be selfish, but it's not in a bad ego way. It's about being true to ourselves. And when we're doing that, we're going to grow. You know, end of the year, I always say to people, reflect on the year you've had. To me, this year has been a positive year for a lot of people. But in saying that, we've had a lot of bloody good, strong challenges at the same time that has moved a lot of stuff, but it's shown us that we've got the strength to do that. So draw on that inner strength, because if you reflect on your life this year, you're probably going to find that you'll notice that strength there. So always take the time, even if it's the end of the month, take 5 minutes to reflect on how far you've come. Acknowledge it, give gratitude, release it, and just breathe and ground yourself and be ready for the next part. Because I think 2019 is going to bring up some really good stuff for those that have done the work this year, the hard work. We've put this hard work into place. I'm drawn to the last 2 years with this. We've done the hard work over the last 2 years to allow ourselves to open up with what is to come. But if you're going to be in that negative mindset and have drama in your life, you're going to get held back. I'm ready to spread my wings.
You miss the opportunity sometimes with that too. Yep. So since it has gone past the 11:30, I've just got the one quick one as I'm trying to go through the last of the comments. And because this is a direct one, hi Emma, this was as a result of I pulled a card for her and I thought it said fertility. I thought, oh no, 4 children already. And here was another one. And the follow-up from that was she was able to confirm, yes, she actually is expecting another. So the card was absolutely spot on. And she's just wanting to know, is it a boy or a girl? What are you getting, Leanne?
I'm actually drawn to boy, honey, with that. So how exciting. I love baby. I had got to cuddle a beautiful little baby last weekend. On the weekend, I should say.
Yeah. And I had to add that one in as our last because there is quite a few comments afterwards. Well, I'll try and get to some if I've got time and etc. to answer some. I can't do it all personally, the same as you probably can't either. Yep. But it's a great one to finish on because I did have my cut. Well, I didn't get a cuddle last time I saw Aisling, but my youngest granddaughter, number 5 grandchild, I think she's about 3 weeks old now. It is wonderful having babies around. So
it is. It's gorgeous. I know it spoke my cluckiness on the weekend.
What's forward for our generations and what's forward for our world. It's going to be an interesting place for everyone to be growing and going into with how the world's chaotic at the moment.
That's it. I'm looking at all these little babies coming through, and there's some amazing souls there at the moment. So, my God, they're here to teach us and look out. Yes. The love, the light that will come with them will be incredible.
Yeah, and I think those of us of the older generation too, because, I'm obviously older than you are.
Just a little.
Needing to recognise, look, things have changed a lot. From when I was younger to what the kids are now, even from my own children to what the grandies are and everything. It's sped up, which was predicted anyway.
Yeah. So let go of the structure and go with the flow.
Yes, exactly. So with that, for everybody, have a wonderful Christmas in whatever way you celebrate it and a lovely New Year, because I won't be doing this show for the next 2 weeks because they both fall on a Tuesday, both Tuesdays. And I'm away, so I'll be setting up my iMac. Yeah, but it's just not practical. So I'm having that break.
Families
I'll
might
take
kill
that.
us.
And keep an eye on our pages, because this one will be back on the 8th if everything goes well and my MacBook, not the MacBook, the new one, sets up properly and everything, and I don't muck things up. We'll see you then. So have a wonderful break and a lovely Christmas and all the rest that's involved with sharing and caring for family and etc.
Beautiful. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
Safe New Year.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.